Turkey is a parliamentary representative democracy. Since its foundation as a republic in 1923, Turkey has developed a strong tradition of secularism. 94 Turkey's constitution governs the legal framework of the country. It sets out the main principles of government and establishes Turkey as a unitary centralized state. The President of the Republic is the head of state and has a largely ceremonial role. The President is elected for a 5-year term by direct elections, and Recep Tayyip Erdoğan is first president elected by direct voting. Executive power is exercised by the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, which make up the government, while the legislative power is vested in the unicameral parliament, the Grand National Assembly of Turkey. The judiciary is independent of the executive and the legislature, and the Constitutional Court is charged with ruling on the conformity of laws and decrees with the Constitution. The Council of State is the tribunal of last resort for administrative cases, and the High Court of Appeals for all others. The Prime Minister is elected by the Parliament through a vote of confidence in the government and is most often the head of the party having the most seats in Parliament. The Prime Minister is Ahmet Davutoğlu, who is also the leader of the Justice and Development Party, AKP, since August 27, 2014. Universal suffrage for both sexes has been applied throughout Turkey since 1933, and every Turkish citizen who has turned 18 years of age has the right to vote. There are 550 members of parliament who are elected for a 4-year term by a party list proportional representation system from 85 electoral districts. The Constitutional Court can strip the public financing of political parties that it deems anti-secular or separatist, or ban their existence altogether. The electoral threshold is 10% of the votes. Supporters of Atatürk's reforms are called Kemalists, as distinguished from Islamists, representing two extremes on a continuum of beliefs about the proper role of religion in public life. The Kemalist position generally combines a kind of democracy with a laicist constitution and westernized secular lifestyle, while supporting state intervention in the economy, education, and other public services. Since the 1980s, a rise in income inequality and class distinction has given rise to Islamic populism, a movement that in theory supports obligation to authority, communal solidarity, and social justice, though what that entails in practice is often contested. Human rights in Turkey have been the subject of some controversy and international condemnation. Between 1998 and 2008, the European Court of Human Rights made more than 1,600 judgments against Turkey for human rights violations, particularly regarding the right to life, and freedom from torture. Other issues, such as Kurdish rights, women's rights, and press freedom, have also attracted controversy. Turkey's human rights record continues to be a significant obstacle to future membership of the EU. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, the AKP government has waged one of the world's biggest crackdowns on press freedoms. A large number of journalists have been arrested using charges of terrorism and anti-state activities such as the Ergenekon and Balyaz cases, while thousands have been investigated on charges such as denigrating Turkishness or insulting Islam in an effort to sow self-censorship. In 2012, the CPJ identified 76 jailed journalists in Turkey, including 61 directly held for their published work, ranking first in the world, more than in Iran, Eritrea, or China, while Freemuse identified 9 musicians imprisoned for their work, ranking third after Russia and China. A former U.S. State Department spokesman, Philip J. Crowley, said that the United States had broad concerns about trends involving intimidation of journalists in Turkey. Turkey has a partly free rating by Freedom House.